Good evening, everybody. It is the 26th of June, 2021. I'm going to go through the Bitcoin chart here tonight. Reminder for members, tomorrow morning, I'm going to do my normal live charting session where I'll go over Bitcoin as well as a whole bunch of alts, gold, silver, possibly some stock market stuff as well. So that is tomorrow morning for members of Trade Like a Whale. All right, let's get into Bitcoin here. Just going to start off with our daily chart that I've been talking about here. We have potentially here, if we look at the 14K top as a 1 and then the COVID dump as a 2, we are making a large 3 here. And then in the more micro of that, we're making a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here going up. So we are in this circle 4 right now. Of that, it is possible that this blue circle count really is not valid. I'm not necessarily holding out for that. I am, however, looking and have been looking very much at this yellow count. I like this yellow count a lot, and that's why I've been saying 80 to 100,000 in this range is going to be the top. That's really where I want to be selling pretty much all of my Bitcoin, altcoins, all that sort of stuff. And then we'll watch and see as it comes down from here. Potentially, if we get back into this 30K area and we start seeing some signs of reversal, we might be able to then say, you know what, this blue count is in progress here, and we're going to see another run up. Who knows how long this takes? I mean, this could stretch out. Maybe this is a 3-year bear market between this blue 3 and the blue 4. Who knows? But anyway, that's what we're looking at. So the primary focus is this yellow count. Doing a primer on that just because it's important to understand what I'm talking about here. We topped in our yellow circle 3 up here around 65,000. That was also the fifth wave, circle 5 there. So we're coming down now in a correction here, seeing an A, a B, and a five-wave C down. In parentheses here in light yellow, that's the count 1, 2, 3, and then we had a triangle for 4, or some sort of correction, expanded flat, something like that, WXY for 4. And we are really looking for this 5. So what I have labeled here, this little spike down that we made to 28,800, is my alternative 5, C, and 4. If this is going to go up from here, then all of these right here they've actually ended right there. This to me, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it does not seem complete to me. I'm expecting more movement downwards in here to actually complete it. But I do want to have that on there, that this is the alternative. So let's go down into the micro. We do have some more action to work with today at this point in time. So here is my parentheses 4, and here's that little label saying this is my alt 5 here. But in yellow is kind of the path that I'm looking for potentially to complete 5 if this did not complete it, which, like I said, I kind of have a hard time thinking that it did. So if that is the case, that it's not complete, we've got our 1 wave down in like an ABC motion. We did an ABC up in 2, and we should now in this pale yellow circle A here, just zoom in a little bit. Okay, so this is potentially an A, and we should be in B right here. We should be topping out right about here, maybe a little bit higher, could even extend upwards. I took that WXY off that I was looking at, but if this went up higher and then died, that would be that WXY. I'd put that back on, but I took it off just because there's too much stuff cluttering the chart. So for now, this is really looking more like our potentially like an A, B, and then if we break down below 30,000, basically below 30,000, yeah, that's going to be our C wave down. That probably takes us right around the area of 27, 21,000. It could extend a little bit lower, maybe down into the 26s, and then we would have another A, B, C up for 4 and an A, B, C down for 5, and maybe end somewhere in the 25s. So that's sort of my primary at this point. In red, since I have this marked as red, my alternative, I have the alternative bullish view, which would be if this already completed our 5, C, and 4, then now we're making an A, B, C up in this parentheses 1, and we've done kind of an A, very shallow B, and a C here in red. That could potentially be this parentheses red 2. So I have that marked as my alternative, and we would need to see this progress upwards from here, making an A, B, C up, something like this. So we're going to have to bust through this area and do maybe a B, A, B, C, something like this. I'm going to say if we get above 37, this resistance here around 37, that would be a pretty good indication that what we're seeing is this action rather than just a high B in the primary. So we're going to keep an eye on that and see if we can push upwards into this area. That would signify that we are getting more bullish action, and then we'd get 3 waves down here and 3 waves up and 5. And that would, if we get those 5 in red, that would indicate to me that this alternative is actually the primary, and then I would change the chart to show that. But at the moment, I am leaning more towards going downwards here. Like I said, it's corrective action. It's really not super high probabilities here, but if you wanted to, you could do a short here, and I mean, you really would like to stop over these highs. Like I said, it's possible this B could go up higher, but you need to have a stop somewhere. So you could put a stop above this high, short here, stop above the high, and that would be a decent risk reward anyway. You might get stopped out unnecessarily just because it's corrective action and you can't really trust it. But in the favor of this scenario also, though, is our RSI is getting pretty near topping out here, and the PPO indicator, which has been pretty good with this chop, kind of calling when it's getting overextended one way or the other, that, you know, we've kind of gotten into this overextended range here, and like you can see, we started getting this bright red, which is more of the high confidence area, but you can see here we got bright red and then it went up even higher before it did kind of drop down and get into that green area again. So not a perfect indicator by any means, and nothing is too clear when you're dealing with this corrective action, but this certainly leans, the RSI and this PPO certainly leans on the hourly anyway towards getting a dip down. So really, you know, the true levels that we should be looking at are, let's just see if we can break this high at 35.5, and if we can break the low at about 30,100 here. So below this is probably going to continue in this yellow path. Like you can see on this, though, we are still going to get lots of chop up, so there's plenty of opportunities to play with it. But below that blue line, yellow path is most probable. Above this line here, the red path is most probable. So let me just make this actually we'll say a green line for bullish, and let's call this one, I'll leave that blue since we've got the red as the alternative. So alright, so that's pretty much what we're looking at on Bitcoin. I'm probably not going to do anything. I might do a couple small shorts here just to be safe overnight, but with a stop over that 35.5. But it's really safest just to not do anything, just sit on it. I did do some more spot buying. Like I've said, I've been spot buying in this area. I bought a little bit more down here when it was around 31,000, and then I'll buy some more in the $25,000 range. I've got buys down there. So, all right, that's the update for now, and I'll see you all the members in the morning for a more expanded live stream. Good night.